Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Behind the Group podcast. I am DJ Keo.
And I am Basil Barrington, and we are back with Silo, episode number 8. Hanna, IMDb gave this an 8.6. I'm not
That is
mad at
low.
that. I'm
That is
not,
low.
it's low, but I'm not, at least it's over
Yeah,
8.
yeah, yeah. No,
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
realistic, but I feel it's low
Yeah,
because this is the fireworks episode.
yeah, this
We
was,
learned a lot.
you
We,
learned a
we
lot
learned
in
a
this
lot.
joint, man. It's, you
hmm
know, one thing that I realized about this episode number 8, is
hmm
Bernard kept saying, this silo, this
Yes,
silo, this
yeah.
silo. What does that mean, this silo?
There's other silos. That's what that means.
He was
I
like,
think it's definitive at this point.
and he said, in this silo. And I was like, wait a
hmm
minute, in this silo? Is there other silos? I mean, what's going on here?
And and clearly, I think that he's talking to the other silos.
Yeah.
I think that he's in communication with the other groups, and I even think he can go see them if he wanted to. I
Like,
think
I'm
that's a
going to silo
possibility.
number 4. I'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's a very real possibility that there's some kind of interconnection between the silos that we don't know about, we haven't seen yet. I think that's very real.
So,
And yeah.
so Jules is getting real close to discovering something.
Well, she's got a lot of the truth already because she
Yeah.
got the book. She knows what the outside used to look like.
hmm
And that's shocking as itself.
She's got the
She
hard
knows about the
drive.
cameras. Yeah, she's got
hmm
the hard drive, which she hasn't looked at yet, but she knows about the cameras. She knows they're listening and how they're listening. She has a better understanding about who's in charge of the silo now,
Yeah.
and she knows it's not the judge. So that's interesting. Yeah, I think that she has a better understanding, probably better than anybody else besides Sims or Bernard at this point about what's really going on. But I don't think Sims knows everything. Like I think Common is, he's a foot soldier guy,
That's
but I
it.
don't think he knows everything about everything. He's just, he's a true believer. He's trying to get the job done because this is what he believes is supposed to be done. But yeah, I don't think he knows everything. Bernard knows everything.
Yeah. It's weird because it's like, you know, it's so suspenseful. And
hmm
it's like, what are they hiding? What are they hiding? They kept saying, the other thing they were saying was, we don't want to start another rebellion, right?
hmm
So when he said
Yeah,
that, I was
Billings'
like,
wife did that.
yes, right. So I was just like, well, wait a minute. What do you mean? So was the rebellion like an uprising with the people? Maybe,
Yeah,
right?
I think so.
I mean, come on, right? It's just like, because, I was saying last week, I was like, who knows if there's a rebellion or not? This is just something they may have
hmm
been feeding their population or something like that. I don't know, but, it's just still kind of interesting and very suspenseful. And your boy
hmm
Billings, I guess he just kind of realized that, no, we're
Yeah,
just
he's
gonna
on the
make
wrong
you
team.
we're gonna make you the sheriff just because you're gonna do what we want you to do, not because
hmm
you have your own mind and everything else.
Yeah, yeah. I think he's finally realizing he was on the wrong team,
Yeah.
and because when he had to put Sims in jail, that was it. Everything, the lines are drawn right there.
Yeah.
Like it's official. Your team, Rebecca, or your team. What's her name?
Who,
What's her name?
Jules? Jules?
Jules. There you
hmm
go.
Yeah.
I'm blanking right now. Yeah, so your team Jules. So from here on out, this is what you're doing.
What's Sim's deal? I mean, why is he so into this? Why is he so much trying to keep information from people? That's what this is all about, like keeping information from people, keeping your population in the dark. What are they hiding? What is this all about? Again, very suspenseful, drama, everything
Yeah.
else. What is going on with Sims?
I think he's a true believer. Like I think he thinks he's doing the right thing and he's really helping everybody. Because that, like, Bernard knows better. He knows exactly what's going on. And this is more about power. He's tricked himself into being mayor now. Like he would have never been mayor before. He worked his way into being mayor, so he can actually have power and not hide it anymore. Like he's doing it overtly in front of everybody.
Yeah. Wow, man. It's and okay, so the other thing is Jules, she found out that,
Yeah, he's
her
reconciled with the
family,
father.
yeah, and but
Yeah.
she also found out that her father was, part of this whole thing, that this
Mhm.
cover up. Her mother
Mhm.
was we spoke about this. Her mother was a flame keeper, um,
Mhm.
and she now has the hard drive. She also broke a mirror and pulled the camera out. That's really
Yeah.
strange that there are cameras in everyone's mirror, and anytime you put something in front of it, they just go into your crib and like just
Yeah,
knock it
smash
down.
it.
Yeah.
This vase, they smashed the vase, throw flowers on the ground. Like, oops, we dropped it. Oh well.
Let me
Pick
ask
a
you this
pastry
here
too.
because I'm sort of tempted, and let me ask you if you're tempted too, right? I've
Mhm.
been tempted to just find out what
Mhm.
Silo is all about. Like maybe do a wiki or just like put it in Chat GPT. Like
Oh no, I
what?
looked already.
Oh,
I
you
looked
looked
already.
already?
Yeah, I looked
Okay.
already.
See, I haven't done that yet because I don't know if I want to yet. I don't know because I would
You'd be
find out
surprised.
everything. Yeah.
Well, look, I have a basic understanding about what the story is going to be because it seems like they're following it pretty closely so far.
Mhm.
So I have like a skeleton outline of what's going to happen. But yeah, the whole concept is interesting because like what is society going to be like if you can't remember? Like, what I'm saying? Like you're holding power because of information. And if everyone knows that outside is toxic, they don't know why though. And you're basically keeping everybody in check through fear, which is crazy. Like
Yeah.
you can't do that forever unless you're hiding information. So like the whole story is interesting. It's super interesting. And
Yeah.
apparently this is Rebecca Ferguson's project. And she's executive producer on this thing.
Yeah, I
So I don't
saw
think they're
that.
gonna get rid of her.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw
I don't
that.
think they can get rid of her. This is her baby at this point. So yeah, I think she's in for the long haul, which is great.
Well, we don't know. She did jump off the stairs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's just like, I mean,
I
maybe
think she's good. I think she fell to the platform underneath.
she may be
She
splattered
got she got
somewhere,
around.
on like deck number, like level number 4. And she was on the 150th floor, or something like that
Yeah,
level.
yeah.
So
No,
who
my
knows?
money is that she fell to the platform underneath and she kept running. And she's probably gonna go to walk or whatever. I
Where
think that's
can
where she's
where can
going.
she where can she hide? We were talking about this via text. Where can she hide?
Well, there's a whole level underneath that nobody knows about where the water is.
She knows
She
about it.
can hide
Yes,
down there. Yeah,
exactly.
she knows about it. She can hide down there.
Yeah, that's
And
what I was
apparently
thinking.
there's supposed to be tunnels down there that connects to other silos. But I don't think that's where she's going. Because she doesn't know because she hasn't seen the hard drive yet. The hard drive tells you all of this stuff.
Right. Mhm.
There's like hidden chambers and tunnels inside the structure. But
Right.
she can't. I don't know if she can get access to the hard drive, but I think for sure she's going to walk. I
You
think
know,
that's where she's going.
she when she was talking to, I forget the guy's name, the guy who's always in the cafeteria. When she was talking to
Yeah.
him and I told you, she was going to like, just try to use him for something. So she went to him about this hard drive. And then
Hmm.
when she was trying to access the hard drive, just at home and other places, and then when she came
Hmm.
back, Billings told her like, well, no, 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 you have to access that within your office,
Yeah.
right?
So
So
I think he's gonna come through and save the day by doing something and ruin his life in the process.
yeah.
So there's that. He's gonna save the day though. Yeah, I think he's gonna come through somehow. I don't know
Mhm.
how though.
Wow. yo, this is so interesting because
Yeah.
this was only like about 42 minutes, 45 minutes long, and they just got right
It's
into it.
suspenseful. They put so much into this show because you had the whole storyline with her father. You had the old lady in Sims. You had that thing. You
Hmm.
had Jules running around with the hard drive and getting out of trouble, and then Billingsley. This whole that storyline is there too. They crammed a lot into this episode, and we're not even done. They got 2 more shows,
Yeah,
which
you
is
know, and
I heard
Billings,
it's
you
renewed
heard.
for a new season too, so that's a plus as well.
Oh, okay, that's well. Well, again, there are 3 books, so why stop at
Yeah,
like
I
one, right?
know.
So it's just like Billings. He's also his
Mhm.
the syndrome that he has. We don't know what that is, right? But
Yeah,
he's
got the
starting to
shakes.
shake the tremors a lot more, the shakes a lot more. So it's just like, and he has
Yeah.
to hide it, So it's just like, I don't know, man. I just, I'm okay with like the weekly episodic thing, but if they said, hey, here's 10 up front,
Mhm.
man, I probably would have
I
already
would have binged it already. Yeah, I would have
yeah,
been done.
I'd have watched this like 4 or 5 times already just to like,
Yeah, yeah.
re-up on like everything else, see if I missed
Mhm.
anything, the whole nine. Um, what about Walk? Now, what's going on with her? Now, she holds a really important, role in this the whole silo thing.
Mhm.
Even though she's, down in the mids and she does mechanics and everything else. What is her
Mhm.
deal? What is going on with her?
I think she knows a little bit about the history of the silo. I think she has some kind of understanding. But like, if she can get access to the hard drive, that's gonna blow this whole case wide open, though. Because I don't think they know exactly what the silo looks like, or how big it is, or anything. And I think there's additional floors that they don't know about. I think there's like a empty section or something like that.
Like the C-suite,
Yeah,
something like that.
there's a bit the Badlands of the silo. There's
It's
something else going on
it's
here.
the it's the C-suite with the sun deck.
Yeah.
Like people, they can imagine this, right? Imagine if there were actually a
Mhm.
sun deck, a silo roof deck that the C-suite
That'd
goes
be
up
hard to.
there. They're up there drinking cognac, getting suntans
Mhm.
and everything, and it's just like wow. But
Yeah.
you said something really interesting. Like if you think Walk knows about everything, and she's gonna
Well, I
let
think
everyone
she
know,
knows more than she's letting on. I think.
right? So let's say that the silo population, they're starting to understand and realize that they've been in the dark and they've been
Mhm.
just scammed like for years, right? Decades. And
Mhm.
then there's an uprising, a rebellion, right?
Yeah.
How it's like,
They
I
don't have the
mean,
manpower for that.
well,
They're gonna have to
there's
use
more people,
guns.
yeah, but it's more people than like the silo, the raiders. They call them raiders. It's more
Yeah, they don't have
population.
they don't have the manpower. If
Mhm.
there's an actual uprising, I don't know how you would put it down, unless maybe the people who did the original uprising, those guys took over and now they're judicial and they're the ones running things. That would be interesting.
Ooh. Now, are
You
you
know,
saying
like
that?
you.
Are you saying that from? Are you saying that from like? I mean, is that a thing or is that just off the top of the
No, no, I'm
dome?
not saying that from the book or anything like that.
Hmm.
I'm just saying like that's a possibility. Like because whoever wins writes history.
Yeah.
And they would be real strict about whatever, so the uprising doesn't happen to them.
Hmm.
And now that they're in charge, like that, it was whoever wins, they get to win. They get to tell you what the history of it was.
Yeah.
So that's a huge factor. And like the rules about the elevators, maybe that's something they use to get to the top to take over. And then, the magnifying glass, like that seems to be. Why can't you have magnifying glass? That doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense.
What
Like
does that
how
hurt?
powerful it is.
Exactly. I mean, that's
It has to be
mhm.
about technology, because the smaller you can see, the smaller you can build whatever the technology is. You
Right.
get make the microchip smaller or
Yeah,
whatever,
circuitry, all that sort of
the
stuff.
circuits.
There are only 2 episodes left, and
Hmm.
I know they're just gonna be
I
off the
I don't know where this is
chain.
going. That's the thing. I don't know where. I have an idea what's going to happen to Jules, but I don't know where the story's going, because they're changing little things like foundation, so it could be anything at this point,
Do
which
you think
is
that
good.
Jules will go outside or
Hmm.
maybe hit another silo from the tunnels? What do you think?
That's possible. It
Hmm.
could be either or. Um, but for sure, based on the books, like, we're gonna do spoiler territory here.
Hmm.
Based on the books, they're not giving people adequate equipment to go outside. Like the suits they're faulty on purpose so that people will die instantly. Because if you go outside and you can last for a minute, like longer than 20 seconds or whatever, people are gonna have a problem with that. You have to die instantly when you go outside.
Right. Hmm.
Yeah, because if if you can last for a couple of minutes or whatever and walk around, then people are like, yo, what the hell? Like, let us out.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out from out there. So you
Well,
have to die instantly. You have to take 2 steps and fall down. Like that's the only way this thing works. So
right.
people don't have any hope. Because then if there's an idea that we just change something around, we could probably survive outside. That's a problem. Like you can't maintain a peace like that.
Yeah, that's true.
They
That's
they
true.
can't have any hope.
Yeah. Do you? Well, okay. So So if we take that theory, if we take that angle, let's just
Mhm.
say Jules finds a suit or oxygen, real oxygen that she can go outside. So would that
Mhm.
mean that the outside is poisonous and you do still need a mask or something like that?
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Outside's 100% poisonous.
Hmm.
I think it's toxic from like a nuclear fallout, something like that.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah, you need something. You need some kind of apparatus to survive longer. Otherwise, you get poison, radiation poisoning, or whatever.
They are just like the silo is systematically killing its own people.
Hmm.
Those who speak up, those who rise, they
Hmm.
just kill them. That's crazy. What are they
Yeah,
hiding?
well, because they're because the guy in the cafeteria, like he's like, wait, all these people died because he thought, oh, this is natural cause. However, he didn't know that four
Murdered.
people died in the last 2 weeks,
Exactly.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
That you do not have any law of order in your silo at that point. Four people dying in 2 weeks, that's not good.
Wow. Yeah, man. Sims, like last week, you said Sims is a douchebag. He's really a douchebag, dude.
Mhm.
And I know this is
I
just
think
a
he's a true
show.
believer.
Hmm.
I definitely think he's a true believer. Like he thinks he's doing the right thing. I really think that. Because the
Or,
other thing too, like
mhm,
when he punched Jules on the staircase and that the father and son was looking at him,
mhm,
he felt bad for a minute. Like he's like, "Oh God, what am I doing?" And he had to keep playing it up. You could tell like he felt something. He felt a ways about it. Like he didn't feel good.
yeah.
And then he's just trying to block this out. Like I got a job to do. I got to get this thing done, no matter what people see.
Hmm.
Because he's looking at him like I have a son too. Like that's how he's looking at it.
Hmm. You think the silo killed Sim's father?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so
100%. I
too.
don't think it's old age. I think it's something you got to be to do that kind of job. You have to believe in the system and
Yeah.
everything out that you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying. Like you can't. It's like being a stormtrooper. Like you got to be. You got to believe. If you're like on the fence about how things are going, that's not good, man. That is
It's
not
not going to
good.
work. It's not
Can't
going to
keep
work in the
morale in
silo.
line.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't keep morale in line.
Yeah.
So
Well, this
what do you think is going to happen next show? You think Jules survives? She doesn't break her legs? Like what's going on here? What do you think is next?
I think she's going to just break her pinky toe only, right? It fracture,
All
not
right.
really, But no, I
Yeah,
think that
yeah.
I
So you
think
walk it off.
I think yep, walk it off. I think that I think she's gonna hit the like the lower level. And I think that's
Mhm.
she can't go anywhere else, right? That's the
How
only
she can't go
place.
back up? You
Right.
can't
She
go
can't
out.
go back up. She
Yeah.
can't really go to chill out with walk. I mean, where's she gonna hide? There's cameras all over the place, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think she's probably gonna get caught after she sees what's on the hard drive.
And then distributes that to someone and say, okay, you can do
Yeah.
this. But
Yeah, yeah. I think so. Like she's gonna get information about what's on the hard drive, and then she's gonna get caught, and then she's gonna try into I don't know, like tell other people or something like that. Get the word out to
yeah,
somebody.
yeah.
That
Is
makes
it
sense.
Yeah, because I was like looking when I was looking at just 8 episodes, I was like, there's no
Mhm.
do they have a silo wide intercom system where you could just speak into it and everyone is able to listen? I don't think so, right?
They have to, because if it's the original silo days when they built it, they would have to talk to everybody on board because you would
Yeah.
have like scientists and doctors and whatever in there.
Hmm.
You'd have to have a way to talk to everybody. So there must be some kind of intercom system.
Okay, so
Or
that
it
could
could
be
be
a
broken
way.
because it's old.
Yeah. And they don't have the parts, or at least the other silos aren't giving them the parts.
Yeah,
If there are other silos, we will see. But I think
I think there are.
yeah, I think she's gonna hit below because when she went down
Mhm,
the rope, she was like, "Oh, that is the only other place she can go." Right?
mhm,
Really, she has to go down that rope, hit the water. I know there's a
mhm,
walkway like on this up against the wall, so she can do something like that. But
mhm,
I think that's the only place she goes. What
mhm.
about you? What do you think?
I think she's gonna get caught, but I do think she's gonna go see Walk first and figure out what's on the drive.
Yeah,
So for sure, I think she's gonna get what's on the drive first, and then all hell's gonna break loose.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait for the next 2 episodes. This is good stuff. This is good
This
TV
is
right here.
okay. Silo, season 1, episode number 8. Hannah, what are you going to rate this, man?
Oh, it's a 10. It's
Yeah,
a 10, just flat out. It's
yeah,
great.
you know.
Suspense, action. It was good. I'm invested in everybody's story. Like Billings, I care what happens to him. I want to know what happens to Sims, Bernard. I'm interested in the whole thing. All the main characters of Silo, I'm interested. And that's a tall feat for a show. Because usually there's like a Quan, somebody super annoying. You just want to like get this person out of here.
Ooh, not quite.
but,
Come
yeah, but
on.
I'm in, man.
Mhm.
I'm excited about this. I want to see where this goes.
You know, that's a very good point. There are some characters that I don't like, but they are needed.
Mm-hmm.
And I do like that they are like a part of this whole cast, like Sims. I'm not a big fan
Yeah.
of Sims, but we
Oh
need
yeah.
Sims.
Comic
We
can kick
need
rocks.
Sims.
But like,
Yeah,
yeah, we need him.
we
He's a
need
good
him.
villain.
We
He's a
need Bernard.
henchman.
You know, we need
Yeah.
Billings. You know, we need all of these people, you know. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
also going to give this a 10. And the reason why I'm going to give it a 10 is because do you know how hard it is to rate a show,
Mm-hmm.
give a show a 10 rating?
Mm-hmm.
Generally, you know, the shows that I've given 10 ratings to have been like super sci-fi flicks. Killing,
Mm-hmm.
explosions,
Expanse.
yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. You know, this is a show, there is
Mm-hmm.
nothing going on in here. There's no space battles,
And it's
anything like that.
quality writing and acting. That's all
That
this
is
has.
that is it.
Quality writing
So
and
this
acting.
is
That's
a
it.
10. I was thinking, I was like, when I saw it, I was like 8.6. I was like, well, at least it's over a
That's too
6,
low.
but this is 42, 45 minutes of an episode.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 10 all day.
I'm heavily invested in this episode. Like it's great. Like this
Yeah.
is good TV right here.
Yeah. And it, you know, it really is, it really sort of like not yet, but it seems like this is the bow that they're about
Mm-hmm.
to place on episodes 9 and 10, episode number
Mm-hmm.
8, you know. So pretty good stuff, man.
Yeah,
This is a great
I think
show.
nine's gonna be explosive as far as information goes.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think it's gonna be very big.
for sure. Well, there you have it. Thanks for checking out another episode of the Behind the Groove podcast. I am Basil Barrington.
I am DJ Keo.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And until next time, peace.